10 Best Gaming Consoles in 2020. There have been several contenders over the years for the best gaming console, but when you balance out the pros and cons of each, the ones on this list outshine the rest. Here are the best gaming consoles in 2020. Hitting it off at number 10, Apple TV 4K. Now for those of you who didn't know about this, Apple TV users have a great selection of games on the Apple Arcade. The Apple TV 4K has a powerful A10X chip, so it's a very capable machine for casual gamers, as well for iPhone and iPad users who would like to play their games on a bigger screen via the AirPlay service. There are plenty of diverse titles available on the App Store, and with the Apple Arcade service, avid gamers can have an ideal experience. The large extent of games that you get on Arcade is wonderful, and all of it for a low fee. The Apple TV 4K, of course, is primarily a home entertainment platform. It can stream high-quality content from all major streaming services, including Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and Apple's own TV Plus, and several more. The Apple TV 4K is available at just about $200, and the Arcade subscription will cost you around $5 to $10 a month. Next up at number 9, we have Nintendo Switch Lite. This one isn't exactly like the Switch, barring the fact that it had to give up a few specs here and there in return for its portability. The Nintendo Switch Lite, overall, is just a lighter version of the Switch itself. For handheld gaming on the go, there's no better option than a Nintendo Switch Lite. It is the more affordable and more compact edition of the Nintendo Switch, and when you think about it, the Switch itself is pretty darn portable. So when the Lite comes into the picture, you're talking about playing your favorite games on an even smaller and lighter device. The Switch Lite is available in several colors: yellow, turquoise, and gray. The Switch Lite is compatible only with games that support handheld mode, and that isn't much to worry about since there's a vast selection of titles to pick from. The Switch Lite is available at most retailers for just about $200. Next up at number 8 is Sega Genesis Mini. This one's for all of you retro gamers out there. The classic Sega Genesis is a console that's just fueled by nostalgia. This one is a more compact variant of the iconic original, and the console is preloaded with 42 iconic games from the 90s that I'm sure you'll remember, some of which are Sonic the Hedgehog, Shinobi 3, and Earthworm Jim, just to name a few. The Sega Genesis Mini has a well-deserved high review score from several media sources, many saying that it was the perfect fit for any retro gamer. I just love the fact that the console looks just like the legendary original, and the designers wanted to keep that in mind, also making it a tad bit smaller for portability reasons. The Genesis Mini comes with 2 of Sega's iconic 3-button gaming controllers, and I'm sure you've seen them before. The Sega does not include the smaller 6-button controllers in the box, but you can get those separately. Moving forward, we have at number 7, Xbox Series S. This one will come as a surprise to many as to how low we've placed it on the list. But to be honest, even though the Series S is a low price point, when it comes to performance, it really doesn't match up to the others on the market currently. Although it is a good machine overall, the Series is 7th on our list because of how much you have to sacrifice to game on this machine. Launched alongside the mighty Xbox Series X, the affordable Xbox Series S is a good entry-level console by Microsoft. One thing I won't deny, the console looks absolutely sleek. It is also capable of delivering HDR-enhanced gameplay in 1440p resolution at 120 frames per second most of the time, but with recent results, the average is just a little lower. The Xbox Series S ships with a redesigned gaming controller as well. The Xbox Series S ships with a redesigned gaming controller as well, and can also be compatible with an external keyboard and mouse. The gaming console can stream 4K and HDR video content from Netflix and other popular services as well. The console does not have a disk drive, but it comes in with a 512GB drive of onboard memory, and it has support for expandable storage as well. Overall, a good place to start for new and casual gamers. Next up, we have at number 6, Nintendo 2DS XL. Nintendo has also been known to be at the top when it comes to handheld gaming devices since the classic Game Boy became a hit way back 1989. There have been a number of competitors over the years, but none have come close to Nintendo's quality. The new Nintendo 2DS is the latest edition of the portable game system with the Switch's hybrid design, and despite being out for several years now, it is still one of the most well-received consoles out there. This console takes everything that was great about the DS and pushes it up a notch. From a fantastic library of Nintendo titles like Zelda, Pokemon, Mario, and Fire Emblem to a long list of other non-Nintendo games, and an intuitive and responsive dual-display touchscreen. Like most other recent Nintendo systems, the new 2DS XL also allows backward compatibility with previous generation games. Just like its name, the XL is quite large in the hands for a portable device and is less pocket-friendly than smaller systems like the standard new 3DS or the original 3DS. The 3DS XL comes in at just about $150. Now we have at number 5, we have Xbox One X. When you're a hardcore gamer, you will need hardware that's always above the average, and many will even choose to build gaming PCs. While that, of course, is a great option, but it is expensive, time-consuming, and can be a hassle for people who aren't familiar with it. A slightly older yet powerful system like the Xbox One X could be something for you. You can enjoy the benefits of a great hardware with the plug-and-play convenience of a console. This actually goes for all new consoles that are out now. The Xbox One X is Microsoft's second revision of the Xbox One and features 6 teraflops of graphical processing power. Compared to the 4.2 teraflop on PS4 Pro's GPU, its direct competitor. It also has a boosted 12GB of RAM. The Xbox One X has a 4K Blu-ray player, which the PS4 Pro doesn't. Great multimedia streaming options and backward compatibility with many Xbox 360 games. One thing that the Xbox lacks is a dedicated VR headset. The Xbox One X will cost you just about $400 since the Xbox Series X and the Series S have already been launched. Moving forward, we have at number 4, PlayStation Pro. Sony has always been one of the best in consoles since the release of the classic PlayStation in 1994. The PlayStation 4 Pro is a revision of the original 2013 PS4 and gives you an upgraded GPU that makes this gaming machine 4K capable and improves performance with PlayStation VR, Sony's own virtual reality headset. The PS4 also shipped with a redesigned and much improved DualShock controller from previous iterations. Prior to the announcement and release of the Xbox One X, the PS4 Pro was the only gaming console that could play games at 4K or 3840 by 2160 resolution during its time a few years back. The PS4 Pro was the only gaming console that could play games at 4K or 3840 by 2160 resolution during its time a few years back. Nonetheless, the improved processing power of the Pro still delivers great performance with fewer frame rate drops and smoother gameplay. The PS4 has possibly the best lineup of AAA, indie, and import games, including many that are featured in other consoles like The Last Guardian, Bloodborne, The Last of Us, and several others over the years. This is actually a subject to taste. If you're the type who loves Xbox exclusive franchises like Halo, Gears of War, and Forza, then Microsoft's gaming platform might just be a better fit for you. By far, the biggest setback of the PlayStation 4 Pro is its lack of a 4K Blu-ray player. Another drawback, and one where Sony lags behind Microsoft, is with backward compatibility. Unfortunately, the PlayStation 4 Pro cannot play PS3 game discs. All in all, according to me, the PS4 Pro is the best previous-gen console out there, and its price at about $300 right now. Now, the top 3 on this list of the 10 best gaming consoles of 2020 is the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is probably the most iconic Nintendo console that you can buy right now. Other than that, it is also probably one of the most versatile systems out there. The gadget can seamlessly transition from a mobile gaming device to a home gaming console by docking into a station. Its 2-in-1 hybrid design lets you use the Switch as a home gaming system with its docking station plugged into your TV, and if you want to use it as a portable device, the tablet-like body of the system can slide out of its dock so you can take your games on the go. The Switch has an innovative pair Joy-Con controllers. It also has an impressive set of accessories, including the Nintendo Labo kits. The Nintendo Switch also offers a great at-home social gaming experience, which many other consoles have opted out for in place of one multiplayer. While the Switch does feature online play for multiplayer games, its removable controllers also makes it simple to hand out and let your folks join in the fun beside you. For those interested in online multiplayer gaming, Nintendo Switch Online is an economical solution compared to other multiplayer console options around, and has a constantly growing library of fun games with iconic characters. The Nintendo Switch is now priced at about $300. Now at our top 2 on this list is the Xbox Series X. Talk about a next-gen beast. The all-new Xbox Series X is the most featured-packed console Microsoft has made till date. A successor to the Xbox One X, it packs vastly more powerful hardware, adding a 4K gaming experience at up to 120 frames per second, 8K HDR gaming capabilities, and enhanced cloud gaming features. Microsoft has outdone themselves by equipping the console with an 8-core CPU, a 12-teraflop GPU, and ultra-fast memory and storage, making video games load almost instantly on the previous version, on the console. The Xbox Series X ships with a revamped gaming controller from its previous version. The accessory has the same iconic design as the previous model, but improved ergonomics and a convenient button for sharing. The console also holds a 4K Blu-ray player, as well as the ability to stream high-resolution content. It is compatible with Dolby Atmos enhanced sound, so that's a plus, and you're getting all of this at a remarkable price of $500. And finally, at our top 1 on this list is PlayStation 5. Taking our top pick has to be Sony's PS5, and why wouldn't it? The machine is an absolute hunk. Sony has thoroughly revamped the PlayStation series with the PS5 gaming console. Just like the Xbox Series X, the PS5 also has the ability to deliver 4K gameplay at up to 120 frames per second, as well as 8K output capabilities. Sony's finest gaming console till date also features fast memory and storage, so all interactions are instantaneous, making gaming an absolute dream. Like its predecessor, the PlayStation 5 is also VR capable, just adding another plus to why this is the best console out there. This must-have accessory has haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, a built-in microphone, a standard audio jack, and all the basics and much more. The mighty PS5 will set you back a reasonable $500, but Sony offers a PlayStation 5 Digital Edition console without a disc drive for $100 less, which sort of acts like a greater, more equipped competitor to the Xbox Series S, which has the same design but a slightly more compact footprint.